Pisces, it is the Justice Empath, and I am here to do your reading. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be for Pisces North Node specifically, but if you just like to watch, if you have Pisces placements and you feel like your Pisces placements are strong, if you feel like the Pisces force is strong with you, then welcome. Alright, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, MBE1s, NPCs, LGBTQs, all goddamn kinds of Pisces. I'm telling you, like, when I say that's the cards come out. I don't know why. Okay, Pisces. So first card out for you is the Hanged Man, which is your card, Piscean energy. The Hanged Man. Alright, and then the next card that we have for you is the King of Swords. This could be a rough time right now for you with like your communication. You could be having issues speaking. I don't know, it's like that saying with retrograde, like some people get tongue-tied during retrograde. I know it happened to me in a couple videos, so you could be experiencing that, but I see you coming out of that here with the Eight of Pentacles for you. Yeah. Also, too, if any of you, if any of you all are public speakers, I feel like the tarot wants to tell you to just keep working at it. You could feel like it's difficult, It might be difficult for you to feel comfortable speaking out in public. I don't know if you have like a speech impediment, or maybe like people in your family or your friends growing up could have made fun of you about that. But I see you coming out of it. You go from 10 to 4. Yeah, and especially with like the 11 portal taking place yesterday. Maybe that's a aspect of your anatomy that has been changed with this whole retrograde energy. I know, yeah, because the King of Swords represents the arms, shoulders, lungs, ribs, and hands. So maybe incorporating hand gestures will make you feel more comfortable with public speaking. If that's a thing for you, it's not going to be for everybody. All right. Okay. Yeah. If you are a public speaker, I feel like some of you guys, I'm just really getting that. Some of you guys could be having issues with your lungs, your throat right now, which could be retrograde. I do see that, you're coming out of that. If you are a public speaker, the tarot is advising you that when you talk, use your hands, use hand gestures and things like that to kind of help you feel more comfortable in speech. But I see a marriage here. You got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Like, I definitely see a marriage. Alright? If this is not a marriage, because the Hierophant is Taurian energy, so it speaks about monies, values, and possessions. If this is not a marriage, there could be some type of a merger. Yes, and especially with the public speaking, that makes sense. So there could be some type of merger of like assets or whatever you do for work, if it's public speaking, if it's giving speeches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Maybe you're going to get a business partner here, somebody that is already in the field of profession that you're in. Okay. Um, but somebody who does the same thing that you do, if you all are looking into that type of things. Yeah, you got the death at the bottom of the deck. Mm, mm. There's some type of transformation taking place. This could be with you and another person. It could be marriage. It doesn't have to be, but there's just something where you're coming out of a period possibly of feeling shy, you know, of feeling like possibly cold. You're changing energies. You're changing energies. You're shifting. You're shifting from like mental, possibly over scrutinizing things, nitpicking, possibly. And I feel like you're coming into a position or a place in life where you're more willing to speak up for yourself, or, it's something about your hands, like using hand gestures and movements. I feel like you're a public speaker. If you're not, you know, you're definitely somebody who possibly runs things or sit in a position of authority, but you don't really speak up. Maybe because you're shy. But I feel like you're coming out of that energy. And there could have been something going on with your throat. I don't know. Maybe some of you had like throat surgery. It could be anything, but definitely I see you coming out of that. Something that has something to do with your throat. You fixed a problem here, and so now it's allowing you to step into a more um, I don't know, more dependable energy is what I want to say. Maybe there could have been times where people counted you out, knew they could do things to you, possibly at work or just in life, and you wouldn't speak up. Now you're coming into an energy where you're repetitively getting more comfortable in speaking up with yourself for yourself, and it might be, a good thing for you to incorporate hand gestures. Maybe if you're the type of person where, you know, you could have been really I don't know. I don't really want to say anger issues, but maybe you're the kind of person where people always perceived you wrong. You know what I mean? Intimidating, right? So a good idea for if you're trying to get your point across and you're trying to present information or talk to people, a good idea is for you to use hand gestures when you talk. Yeah. Because just like I'm talking to you now, and I have like soft feminine hands, and I'm not going like this. You know what I mean? It's something like that. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to like the results. You're going to like the results. So even if there was something where like you got anxiety, right? Anxiety for speaking up for yourself. You had anxiety with public speaking. You're going to come out of that. I'm telling you. Six of Wands. This is good. And here you go. You finally come out. After you've come out of your shell, after you've become more comfortable with talking, practicing, practicing speaking up for yourself, practicing not biting your tongue. But it's something that you had to overcome as it pertains to words, communication, you know, it just being difficult for you to speak up for yourself or speak to others. If you're still in that energy, I see you coming out of it. A good tip for you would be to incorporate hand movements and hand gestures, when you talk. Wow. Yeah, this could have been something that you had to conquer. Whatever it is that you've overcome or whatever it is that you're working with or working on, I feel like intuitively, for some reason, coming out of this space of being shy, timid, and or just burdened about speaking up for yourself, you could have had anxiety. I'm really feeling anxiety. Um, but I don't know. You are doing a good job at working on whatever this is, Pisces, and I feel like whatever it is rapidly increasing your intuition and your foresight. Definitely. And your manifestations. Yeah. You're able to speak more assertively. You're beginning to be able to speak things to in existence for yourself, set things in motion, and I feel like in a righteous way. And not only in a righteous way, but because you're coming out of a place of anxiety, out of a place of fear. Could be fear, like I said, public speaking, fear of speaking up for yourself, and or anxiety. Like you're coming out of that energy and dealing with others and in the public eye, but I feel like also in whatever aspects it is that you do, um, a certain aspect of you that people might find mysterious. This could be anything. I feel like it could be with the high priestess being out here, which is, your card, Pisces. I feel like it could be, um, intuitively, it's a quickening. I don't know. I feel it. It's a quickening. Like there was some mental or cerebral issue, and I feel like you fixed it. And so it's just a quickening. I feel like it's like a recalibration for you. So your intuition is picking up, your emotions are becoming more balanced, you're setting intentions, you're speaking them to existence, you're charging forward in life because you fix this. And this was a major transformation here. This is clarifying your reading. So that's great. I mean, I would like to see that for anybody. I like to see that for anybody. And especially with the king. Oh, that was the knight. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys could have also had issues with like your pancreas or your intestines, but it's keep doing whatever you're doing. If you're not doing anything, start to incorporate these things. If you're shy or you're afraid of public speaking, start a little funny TikTok or start a new TikTok account, start a YouTube channel, just start blabbing off in front of the camera, a workout routine, small things like that. Because if you're not in this energy, Pisces, this energy is here for you. But I feel like you have recalibrated your brain. It's like from here up, there was something. There was a blockage. There was a blockage there. Something was stuck. Something was stuck there. Something was stuck. But now I feel like it's unstuck. It's unstuck. And this has helped you in a major way. So I don't know what you have done, but keep doing it, Pisces, because it's working. It's working for you. Okay, so good for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for watching the Justice Empath Tarot. Check me out on TikTok, Third Eye Vibrations. I do go live and answer yes or no's, hypotheticals, reconciliation questions, any kind of question that you may have. I will answer it for you, my friend. Okay, I hope this message resonates. If it didn't resonate, try me next time. Maybe it'll resonate with you next time. I try to keep it light. I try to keep it positive and very, vague as much as I can, just to inspire you guys. So if it doesn't resonate, it's not a big deal. Check me out next time. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching Third Eye Vibrations. Because I know you will. See, I always get it mixed up. And the Justice Empath Tarot. Alright? Bye.